Hey there, afternoon, early evening, depending on where you are at in this beautiful world. Kendall coming to you live from Orlando, Florida today. I blessed my crew, my children this morning with a surprise trip to Disney World. They don't know yet. They just think that it's cool to have got up at 5:30 in the morning and be whisked off on a plane and then on a train and then into a car and end up at a hotel where they can swim in winter. So they are enjoying themselves. I'll show you what they're doing. Like, this is what they're doing. I'm out here. Some of the crew is taking a nap. It's my 14-year-old son's birthday today too, so that's kind of where we're at. So here they are.
Mommy.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi to everybody. Hey, your sister's on. I see Becca on right now. Say hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
Say hi, everybody else. Say we love Florida.
I love you, Rebecca.
So, nobody knowing that we were going to end up here, except for just a couple of us. You knew we were. Oh, the 6-year-old is now. The 6-year-old is now. There's a what up there? No, that's a fake owl, honey. So yeah, so they have been up since 5:30 this morning to get on a plane and say, hey, afternoon Craig, afternoon Pam. And it's just been this surprise that I've kind of kept to myself, working on not sharing everything with everybody and just keeping this whole surprise with, you know, just whisking them off on a plane. And I can't wait to see the enjoyment in their face, the excitement tomorrow when they actually discover what is going on. And then Sunday we're off to Cocoa Beach. So a little bit of Disney, a little bit of beach time, a little bit of swimming in pools in the winter, and a whole lot of just adventure and surprises, which is what today's coffee talk is about. Even though I don't have coffee, I don't even have water right now. I just took the kids down here to get everybody else a nap since everybody was tired and they were just like, we want out of the room, Mom. Like, we've been in cars and stuff. Of course they're gonna fight too. You okay, Ro? Hold on.
I want to do that together.
Come here. You got water right there? Okay. Alright, no. Okay.
We can share it.
Okay, so, traveling with kids. No. So the whole concept of the talk is really just that, you know, surprises. Life grants us with so many surprises, and I think that we miss out on a lot of the blessing that life has to offer us because we're so focused on what our expectations, our anticipations are, and we actually get irritated, upset with the concept of surprise. My 14-year-old son, he has been like such a person on just this right here, of just being irritated with surprise. I was sitting on the plane and he was just getting frustrated that he didn't know what was taking place, where we were going, what we were doing, why we had to get up at 5:30 in the morning, why he had a whopping 10 minutes to pack his bag, and how he didn't have the clothes that he wanted to have with him. So he was upset that he had grabbed the wrong clothes and he found himself on an airplane. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're being such a girl about this. But it was just that we have this desire, this need to control. Say hi.
Hi.
We have this desire, this need to control. Even when we are receiving blessing, when we are receiving just, you know, adventure, amazement in life, and we have this idea that somehow that we should always be in on it, that we should always, you know, be asked permission for life to grant us with the things that we actually want. But that's not how it works. How it works is that we send out our desire into this world. We say, I really wish, or I really want this to happen. This is what I like. This is what I enjoy. This is what feels good. This is what doesn't feel good. We send this out into the universe as a request, as a prayer, as you know, intent as to what we want to have happen in our lives. And then the universe delivers it. The universe delivers it in lots of different ways, though. See, when we say that we want to be happy, when we say we want to feel good, when we say that we want adventure, when we say that we want blessing, when we say that we want love, connection, joy, laughter, we don't always get to choose exactly how that comes about. And life has this beautiful way of giving us so much more than what we would ever request for ourselves, presenting beautiful opportunities always for us. But where we really mess it up is in this need to control, need to have things go our way versus the way of God, the way of the universe, the way of our spirit. And we don't know what we don't know. We don't know all the little details of the beauty of our lives. Are you here to say hi now? But what does know the beauty and the details is that soul alignment, that soul connection. He was just about ready to jump into the deep end. I'm like, all right, my kid can swim, but I don't know if he's ready to just take off and jump into the deep end. But what we do is we try to control it, right? We try to control these little aspects, and that's where we miss the blessing. That's where we miss the surprises, because we're trying to control it. But just think about it. Here there are 4 children, 3 who did not know what was going on, and 1 wants to control, but yet is still pleasantly pleased as the day progresses. The other 2 are just open to opportunity, open to adventure. And yeah, they're still 4 and 6 and get into their fights and get overtired and hangry and all this different stuff. But they're laughing, they're enjoying. It's something that they're not going to forget in the very near future. It's something that they'll probably remember when they're my age, that hey, mom went and planned this trip, surprised them, you know, and that they didn't know. I remember a few years back, my lover did something very similar for me and told me that we were going to Austin and going to go camping and go down to the boardwalk in San Antonio, and he picked me up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. He told me to pack for this one kind of trip, right? So here I am, I've got jeans and I've got tennis shoes and t-shirts, tank tops, swimsuit, one nice outfit for my restaurant, you know, down on the boardwalk thought that I had. Next thing I knew, I found myself at the airport, and TSA moved us through because he was like, she can't know where we're going, so they allowed us just to move through. It was the quickest thing to go through the TSA like that. Like if you ever want to move through TSA, do a romantic thing like this. They really go, oh, and they work with you. And even then, I found out, oh yeah, all right, so I'm getting on a plane, I'm going to California, but I didn't know where. And he had it all worked out. He figured out exactly where I would want to stay. He found amazing restaurants. We did a day at Disneyland. We did a day at one of the most romantic beaches in Southern California. We had, you know, sunset dinners and it went out to Catalina Island and had a whole, you know, evening sail out there and watched the dolphins and the whales and had all this stuff, of which none of it I was aware of. I thought that something else was happening. And the beauty and the magic of the surprise was what made it. What will forever be stuck in my core, in my psyche, in this emotional connection to a beautiful piece of life. It was a blessing. And when we can gift somebody else with that, that is a blessing. But this isn't about gifting. No. It's about receiving, because these opportunities, these surprises, they come to us every single day in little itty bitty ways, and we are unaware of them. We are not conscious of how much blessing we really do have in our lives. So today, I want you to pause. I see Rebecca, my daughter. She's like, I'm still mad at y'all. My older kids are mad at me because they're not here. I love you. I love you. We'll go to Paris. We can come back. I don't know. But I ask you today to look and see, where are you not receiving the blessings of your day, of your life? Where are you holding back your blessing by trying to control what surprises the universe, what God is trying to bring to you? Where are you preventing yourself from actually opening up to receiving all the abundance, all the joy, all the love, all the sex, all the money that you want, because you're trying to control how you gain it, how you get it, where it's coming from, in what increments, in what styles, with what labels it's coming? Where are you actually holding yourself back because you're not allowing it to flow the way your soul, the way the universe is trying to offer it to you? We're all guilty of this one. We all prevent, we all block, we all hinder ourselves through expectation and through shutting down with control. That's just part of living with an ego, being human. But what we can do is we can open ourselves up to it. We can open ourselves up to the allowance, up to the gifting that God, the universe, is offering us, also known as miracles, also known as blessings, by pausing and stepping out of the need or the illusion that we should have control, that we should label things, that we should have certain expectations on things as to how they come to us. I ask you to look at, where are your expectations holding you back today in your allowance for your blessings? And as always, if I've said anything in this lack of coffee, conscious coffee, that has touched you, that has made you go aha, or made you think of somebody, please hit the share button. If you'd be interested in some one-on-one time with me where I can show you just exactly some of the steps that you can take to get rid of the programs that are holding us back. They're telling us that we can't have, that we're not good enough, that we're not smart enough, that we're not, pretty enough, that we're not successful enough, that we're not whatever it is that has you held back. Because that's the programs. These programs from our childhood. Let me help you remove those blockages and fully claim your life today. As always, I love you guys. Stop existing, start living, claim your life, open up to your blessings, and truly allow. I love you guys. I'll catch you tomorrow, probably from Disney World or Cocoa Beach, depending on what day we choose to do what. But I will catch you from one of those two places tomorrow and the other the next day. I love you guys. I'll catch you tomorrow.